Venom 2018 Summary. Eddie Brock, played by Tom Hardy, is an investigative journalist living in San Francisco. He is known for his bold, sometimes reckless reporting. Eddie has a fiancée, Anne being played by Michelle Williams, who works as a lawyer. When Anne's firm starts representing the powerful Life Foundation, run by billionaire Carlton Drake, played by Riz Ahmed, Eddie sees an opportunity to expose Drake's unethical practices. Eddie gets access to confidential documents on Anne's computer, revealing that the Life Foundation is conducting human experiments using alien symbiotes, mysterious life forms recovered from a comet. Against Anne's warning, Eddie ambushes Drake with tough questions during an interview, accusing him of human rights violations. Furious, Drake uses his influence to get Eddie and Anne fired, and their relationship falls apart. 6 months later, Eddie is broke, jobless, and alone. Meanwhile, Carlton Drake's experiments continue. One of his symbiotes escapes containment and bonds with a test subject, but most hosts die, unable to handle the alien organism. Desperate for answers, Dr. Dora Skirth, played by Jenny Slate, a scientist at the Life Foundation, contacts Eddie, wanting to expose Drake's crimes. She sneaks Eddie into the lab, where he discovers shocking evidence, including a homeless woman he knows, Maria, played by Malora Walters, being used as a test subject. Trying to free Maria, Eddie is accidentally infected by a symbiote. Suddenly, his body gains strange, terrifying abilities. The symbiote inside Eddie introduces itself as Venom, a sentient alien being with its own personality, hunger, and agenda. Venom gives Eddie superhuman strength, healing, and the ability to form monstrous weapons out of his own body. But it also has a violent, predatory nature, craving raw meat and destruction. Carlton Drake discovers that Eddie is bonded to Venom and sends a private military force, led by his chief of security Roland Trees, played by Scott Hatch, to capture him. Eddie and Venom become an unlikely team, fighting off the attackers and escaping in thrilling chase sequences. Along the way, Venom reveals that his species plans to invade Earth, but he likes Eddie, calling him a loser just like himself, and decides to help stop the invasion. Meanwhile, a second symbiote named Riot, stronger and more ruthless, bonds with Carlton Drake. Together, Riot and Drake plan to launch a rocket that will bring more symbiotes from space to Earth. Eddie, with Venom's help, sets out to stop them. Anne, who briefly bonds with Venom herself, in a short she-Venom moment, helps rescue Eddie and get him to the launch site. In the final showdown at the Life Foundation's launch platform, Eddie, Venom, and Riot Drake battle in a brutal symbiote fight. Riot proves stronger and nearly kills Venom, but Eddie and Venom outsmart him by destroying the rocket and killing Drake in an explosion. Venom seemingly sacrifices himself to save Eddie, but later reveals he survived. In the aftermath, Eddie rebuilds his life, promising Anne to keep his darker side under control. But Venom, still inside him, quietly reminds Eddie that they will continue protecting the city in their own lethal, sometimes messy way. The film ends with a post-credits scene teasing the next chapter. Eddie interviews imprisoned serial killer Cletus Kasady, played by Woody Harrelson, who ominously promises there will be carnage, setting up